Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MadgodMachinations. I'm, of course, the Madgod, and I'm joined, of course, by Arkalight.
Hi guys.
Now, although we've got the CK2 loaded up, we're not actually going to be playing it today because we're going to be talking about the new DLC that just came out, the Sons of Abraham. Woo! New DLC! Woo! We're now at 2.0. Oh, actually, we got an update again.
There's been another update.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Which is funny in the Sons of the Abraham DLC.
Indeed.
So pretty much the crux of this is it introduces the Jews. The Jews into the world of CK2 is like a bit more fleshed out. It's mainly a lot of religion stuff.
Yeah.
The Catholics down in lovely Rome, they now have the College of Cardinals. The Pope is actually now a proper thing.
He does stuff.
He will actually do stuff now. He won't be an idiot. He won't be an imbecile. He'll be voted on by a bishop that you can nominate, and there's the whole. It's much like the Holy Roman Empire, Empire in Europa Universalis, or any sort of elective monarchy. Or if you played as trade republics, same sort of system you're playing as. You're putting in money to the campaign to get your bishop to the College of Cardinals. If you're the prefect, there's a Italian word or a Latin word for the preferred candidate to replace the Pope when he pops his clogs. Yeah, so it's a whole different campaign for the
papacy.
For the Catholics, pretty much.
Yeah.
The Orthodox are Orthodox. They didn't
get much this.
They never get much. The Jews are now a faction. If you're going to play a Jews, if you get this DLC,
be aware
that playing Jew is very difficult, and we've sort of developed a bit of an appreciation for the shit the Jews go through after playing a couple of games of CK2 as the Jews.
Because I started a game.
There's only one Jewish nation called. Actually, I'll load up single player so I can show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the way out here in Khazaria, this is the Jewish nation.
And it's not even all Jewish. It's just one guy.
He's Jewish, but the actual religion of the place is Tengri.
Yeah.
There's only one Jewish territory, and that's it. Although it's ruled by the Jews, the minute you start this game, all of these people will just come and one of them will come and just holy war you. Because they can. And you're the Jews, and no one will care. No one will come to your aid because you're the only Jewish nation on the planet.
Yep. I made that mistake.
That was hilarious. To see Arkalight get beaten so comprehensively, not like falling off his horse incapable beaten, as
destroyed.
Actually beaten. It's not something that happens very often, so I laughed.
Indeed. And the thing with the Jews is, no matter where you start in the world, the only sort of special intrigue things that you have, like whereas you play Byzantium, it's to like rebuild the Orthodox faith and obviously rebuild the Roman Empire. If you play as a Jew, yours is to rebuild Israel.
Rebuild the kingdom of Israel, which
means
going into this land, which if you try early game, you have to deal with the large Muslim powers. If you deal with it mid game, it might be the Byzantines. When you get into the late game, it'll probably be Crusading Catholics.
Yep.
There'll be a whole lot of this. It's a lot of focus. This has always been historically. Everyone in this area wants to go here. Yeah. This is the holiest of holies.
I don't think it's physically possible to get Israel if you start in that area.
It's not if you start there. It's a late game goal.
Yes.
The problem is like the pagans, where you got to rebuild your religion to actually get access to all your proper religious stuff, which is now a thing in Sons of Abraham DLC.
As in being able to convert territories properly.
As in having decent sort of stuff, head of religion, stuff out there. It takes a very long time.
Yeah.
You're not going to get in there easily.
You don't have a head of the Jewish religion until you have built the temple in Jerusalem. It's
difficult.
Yeah.
And the other downside is in diplomacy circles, you're the Jews. Nobody cares about you. No one will want to marry into the families.
Nope. No
one will want to do anything. If you are going to play as a Jewish game, as a hint, start as a single county. Or
a small duchy that's independent.
Start somewhere independent and out of the way.
Yes.
I picked
UK. I picked Wales personally.
Yeah.
And built up. And a game that I'm currently working on, which is single player, which has not been recorded, is there's now the British Jewish Empire, which encompasses all of the UK, most of France, and a bit of Germany.
Yeah. You have to build it up so then you can fill your nations with Jews.
Yeah.
You can make Jewish lords underneath you. There's more Jewish families, more people for you to marry into. You have to build it yourself. If you started somebody higher, the intrigue against you
is ridiculous.
Everyone will just want to stab you. They all want rid of you. In James's Arkalight's game, I actually started off in the game as well as just my normal Irish sort of paganism, playing around here, just fucking around pretty much. And it took a bit of pressure off him that I could sort of pressure other people. If you're playing a Jewish game, have friends. Make friends with people who play CK2 and play together with them.
Yes.
Because have someone to protect you, or at the very least, you can vassalize yourself under and know that they won't fuck with you.
Yeah. Because with the Jewish, when you start, as Madgod said, there's nobody to marry, so you have to invite nobles and debutantes to your court.
And just hope.
And just hope you get a decent wife, because there's nobody anywhere to marry.
Unless Khazaria has a few, but they don't have anybody. They won't do business with you because you're so lower ranked than them.
Yep.
And all the Jewish people are dukes up there. They're not going to be interested. You're too far away. You're out of the culture. It depends where you go, but you're out of the culture. It's not going to work. It
is a challenge, and I must admit, I like to play challenges, so it is a really interesting challenge to play. But be warned, it is going to be hard. It will take a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, and you will need to sort of be able to be very quick in the early game.
Yes, you need to get yourself a power base really quickly.
And even then, you have to hope that the rest of the world doesn't get too big and punchy.
Yeah.
We had in one of our games. One of the other big changes, the AI is smarter now.
Oh God, are they smart?
The AI is now not going to be constantly making the silly bollocks mistakes it makes.
Yeah.
It'll actually look at things. They'll make anti-popes now. The religion was the big theme of this. Big nations will now make anti-popes. It means the Pope will now actually have relations with people. It's not just you're Catholic, I love you. They will now start trying to get power, and there's benefits for them to doing that, obviously, with anti-popes. The pagans are smarter now. They get a lot punchy.
Very. Lots of raiding.
We find early game, everyone gets a lot more active. It's not so much everyone's sitting quiet. Obviously, if you're playing up in the pagan, you do get a lot of action with holy wars. But everyone gets a lot busier now, and they're all smarter. They're not going to make the stupid mistakes they normally make, or do the weird decisions that don't really make sense. They are a bit closer to playing as like on normal difficulty. They think a bit better about it. We had Bertangaland show up. They actually
Pagan Brittany.
Pagan Brittany randomly showed up. They punched a bit of Ireland, and they actually came into Wales in one of our playthroughs and just started. They beat up the Jewish.
And these guys had like early game 10,000 men out of nowhere.
I'm guessing it was a host maybe did it.
Yeah.
But they are much smarter. They are thinking about it, and they don't make silly mistakes. This game's got harder.
And they capitalize on your misfortune.
Yeah.
Massively. Whereas if you're playing a game and you see a big nation fracture, you'll go in and steal up some territory. If they see you're in a war and you're committed in that war, they will just go, right, I'm gonna have a go at him.
So many people now, they actually think about it a bit more. They time themselves. They're actually, it's a lot more interesting.
Oh yeah.
We still have a few more parts of the Revenge of the Pagans to upload before the update comes in.
Yeah.
When we get back into recording that game, it's going to be a lot more interesting for us, just to see how different it is.
Yeah, because that playthrough started on old and now
it'll update.
Yes.
Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah. If that corrupts the file, I'm going to be really annoyed.
It would. Updates are always a bit weird when it comes to it. They did say it should work, so hopefully we'll be grand. Other than that, there's a lot of different little tiny changes. A few historical stuff, a bit of fluff pieces, a lot more little religious flavour events. Other than that, it's actually a nice little DLC. I would recommend you go buy it. I think it's on sale, or it might not be on sale.
£6-7 I think at the moment.
It's not expensive. It's a nice little DLC. I would recommend you get it. It'll already be updated if you haven't already got it, or if you're thinking about buying CK2. I know a few people are. People were asking which DLC you should get. I personally have Sword of Islam, never used. Legacy of Rome.
Sword of Islam, yeah, that's plays the Muslim
nations. I don't have the Sunset Invasion.
I do.
The Republic, obviously get the Republic's all in, the Old Gods and the Sons of Abraham. That's what I generally use.
And the Ruler Designer.
Ruler Designer because, yeah, that's really all you really need. I don't know why I uploaded saved games there, but yeah, let's go. That's my surname. Frick. I will quickly edit. That screen may go black for a minute because I stuck my surname on the screen.
Yeah, well done there, Madgod.
I will get rid of that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. DLC wise, it's cheap, it's awesome, unlocks a bunch of stuff. The game gets a lot more interesting. We noticed immediately it was just a lot more active and responsive, and it's much more interesting.
Yeah. So good purchase, guys. We would recommend it.
We're trying this review thing out now. We're practicing. It's just us talking about. Oh my god, the Jews!
Oh my god.
We feel bad for the Jews in this game. You will start to feel unless you're a bit of a dick to them. Oh yeah. For the Catholics, you do get a bunch more options now where you can take a loan from the Jewish people in your kingdom because they're going to be there, like little merchants and stuff, and then you can expel them and not have to pay back the loan. Problem is then the Jews won't come back for quite a while.
Yeah.
Funny enough, they take that personally, you breaking the debt. But it is for early game, especially on the smaller nations, being able to take 300 gold and they just kick out all the people who give it to you and not have to pay it back can really sort of change the balance of the game.
Yeah, it can really help you out.
Yeah, all of a sudden you can actually build a building to get a few more men. That means you could kick off against your neighbours where you couldn't before. You'd sort of be stalemated. It can make all the difference. But other than that, yeah, definitely bad. Go, bye. This gets our recommendations. But other than that, I think that's all we really have to say. More videos keep coming. Sorry about the blank spots. It's just because life is life and I'm busy.
Yeah, that kind of thing happens.
We both have full-time jobs. It is hard to sort of have energy to do stuff after working all your shifts. But thank you very much for watching. I've been Madgod. That's been Arkalight.
See you guys.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.